Hey guys, as please straight to the point here. Today I'm gonna do a deck profile on my Tachikaze Gaia deck. Sorry if it was uploaded late. I just really forgot because I had schedules and some of my exams for school. Anyways, let's get straight to the point. My start is to be camera. Its skill is first off the foreigner skill. Second, when it's placed into the drop zone from rear guard during your turn, you make our best one. If you do, search your deck for one grade 1 card, call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck, and get plus 3000. So this card is really good because you can just revive it and still use its skill. Get more rear guards and your dogma turns. Next, of course, for Emperor Dragon Gaia Emperor. So this card is what you want to ride. Even though it's the old one, it's still the better one. Its skill is first off Engorge, second GB2. If it's Engorge, it gets plus 5000. And then its stride skill, Carabas 1, when your G unit stride during your turn, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 cards from your hand, call them to separate rear guard, choose up to 2 of your rear guards in the left turn. I get you 5, so when you use the stride skill, like for example, you stride skill on this, and you retire it, due to your engorge unit, you can just revive it. So I like reviving a Becomer because it's really good and it can be used many times. So yeah. Becomer, okay. Next, to Frenzy Emperor Dragon Gaia Desperado. This is the bad Gaia because you don't want to ride this. You want to ride the other Gaia. But its skill is first off Engorge, second GB2. If it's Engorge, Vanguard or Rearguard, it gets plus 5000. And if it's a Vanguard, it gets plus 1 critical. So the only good thing about this is that you can use it in the rearguard. Its stride skill is where it's bad. When your G unit stride, choose one of your vanguards with Engorge ability, and until end of turn, it gets Counterblast 1. When this unit becomes Engorge, you may pay the cost if you do draw a card. That's why it's bad, because you can't revive anything. And it'll be subject to stuff like Fire Blush Diablo. Next, to SP, to Dark Rex. For those who don't know the skill, because this is a pretty old card, the skill is Limit Break 4. When it's in the bind zone, choose 3 for Tachikaze rear guards and retire them. At the beginning of the close step of the battle that your grade 3 or greater Tachikaze Vanguard attacked, if the attack did not hit during that battle, you may pay the cost if you do ride this card as stand. So its other skill from it's in your skill from your hand, you may bind this card. If you do, choose up to 1 of your Tachikaze, and it gets plus 3000. So this is good to pull off more attacks with your Vanguard and pressuring your opponent. And this is why this is good, because you can revive stuff even though you retire them, and use this. Okay. Next is for Tank Mammoth. This is the must run. Even though it's 8k, it's really good. Its skill is plus 1, so plus 1. When it's put into the drop zone from rearguard during your turn, you pay the cost. If you do, call this card to rearguard and gets plus 3000. The reason why this is good is because you don't have to use a stride skill in this, because you can use its own skill, and it gets plus 3000, so that means it's now an 11k attacker. It's really fun using this, because you can still get more rearguards even though you engorge. Next is for Gigant Flame. First off, its skill is Engorge, and its continuous skill. If you do not have any other Vanguards with Gaia in their card names or Engorge unit, this unit cannot attack a Vanguard, so it's really bad to ride this. Just ride this if you have no other choice. Like, I usually wait out a turn if I have to ride this, and my opponent has no regards in the front row. But yeah, don't ride this basically. So its other skill, continuous GB1. This unit gets plus 5,000 for each of your other engorge units. So this is also a really good attacker, because you know you can engorge stuff with this and strides. Yeah. 4 explosive dragon circle blaze. Circle blaze skill, first engorge. During the battle that this unit attacks, if it's engorged, your opponent can call grade 0 cards from hand to garden circle. This is really good as a grade 2 ride. This is your ideal grade 2 ride. Because, for example, you have this as your Vanguard. You have this as your Vanguard, and this as your rear guard. So you attack with this. I don't know if it passes. Attack with this, engorge this. You should skill to revive it so you get another attack off. And if somehow you have extra soul and you have like another circle blaze over here, attack, retire this, you should skill again, back. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks, and you're still at grade 2. So that's good for rushing. I once brought my opponent to 5 damage before my stride. Yeah, it's really fun. Okay, for the grade 1s, I'm gonna use 3 stride fodder. The only reason why I'm using 3 is that I don't really have any striding problems, and I want more space for more grade 1s. You can use 4 if you want, but I want to use 3. Next, 4 cold dragon free snakes. Skill is, when it's placed into the drop zone from rear guard during your turn, if you have a Gaia Vanguard, this card name, if you have a Gaia Vanguard, card charge 1, soul charge 1, choose another free unit, and then gets plus 2,000. So this is what you're gonna call a baby camera. So you'll have more soul for this. Yeah. Next is 4 of the unflip PG. You can use the engorged PG, but I just want to use the unflip PG, so you'll have my Counter Blast to use, because this deck needs a lot of Counter Blast. But even though you have cards that can do that for you, like Counter Charge for you, it's still safe to use this. Next is 2 Savage Heroine. First off, it has engorge. And second, this unit gets plus 3,000 for each of your engorged units, so it even counts itself. Yeah. If you run out of free snakes, then you call this with camera. 4 triggers. 4 Parasol Launcher, it's the Gaia crit. When your Gaia Vanguard attacks, put it to the soul. Draw a card, your Gaia Vanguard gets plus 5. 4 Ancient Dragon Dino Dial. It's the, what should I call it? It's the old crit from GBT, what's this? 11. So put it to the soul, unflip a damage. It's basically a free soul charge and unflip. 2 draw Sledge and Kilo. You can use 4, but I want space for more triggers, like this. Go Magnum, stun trigger. This is a good stun trigger, because when it gets retired for an effect during your turn, you may put it at the bottom of your deck. If you do draw a card, choose another of your units, give it plus 5,000, and shuffle your deck. So it's basically, you don't lose anything by doing this, and you get plus 5 to someone. Next is 4 Flint on Kilo. It's the FC heal. So let's go to the strides now. So for the strides, first off, we're gonna use 4 Gaia Dynast. This really saved Tachikaze because before Tachikaze didn't have a good first stride. But this came and now you can do more shenanigans with, reviving stuff. Its skill is, first off, it has Engorge. Second, when your rear guard is retired by this unit, you can press 1. If you do, call that card to rear guard, and this and that unit get plus 3000. So, even though you don't engorge, or no, even though you don't use Gaia Emperor skill, for example, you misrode into Gaia Desperado, you can just use this to revive stuff, but it costs a lot of counterblast. Next, choose a face down Gaia Dynast from your G zone, then face up. When this unit becomes engorged, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one for your rear guard. Retire all rear guards in the same column as that unit, and counter charge 1. So this can clean up a field. Like for example, your opponent has an main unit and just call something in that same column, then just choose that and burn that column up. It even burns resist units because this one chooses your own rear guard and retires all rear guards in the same column. Not chooses the assist units, so that's good. Next, the must run for Gluttony Dogma. You must run 4, even though it's hard to get and kind of pricey. It's really good. First off, Engorge. And GP2, choose a face down Gluttony Dogma from the G zone, turn it face up. When this unit becomes engorged, if the number of units retired during this turn due to the effect of this unit's engorge ability is 3 or more, you may pay the cost. If you do, it gets plus 10,000. And once per turn, at the end of the battle that this unit attacked, if the number of units retired during this turn due to the effect of this unit's engorge ability is 5 or more, stun this unit and it gets drive -1. So, this one, you might think that 5 is a lot to ask for, but don't worry, because with this, you can get 2 units back, and this, you can call another unit, and, with this, you can have 4 regards after you got a new Dogma's Engorge, so that's really good. And for example, your Gluttony Dogma attack didn't hit the second time, just go into Dark Rex. Entire 3 regards, go into Dark Rex attack. So that's like your final turn combo. I really use it though, because my opponent just dies to Dogma. Yeah. One, Vulcan Tyranno. This is the GB8. First off, as Engorge. Second, when your rear guard is retired, choose up to one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it, choose one of your rear guards, and that and this unit gets plus 10,000. So, this is again really fun to use, because with Gaia Emperor skill, even though you retire, like for example, you retire a Circle Blaze and you revive it, you can still give that Circle Blaze plus 10,000. Really good. Okay, next is Destruction Tyrant Twin Tempest. It's a really bad stride. I never used it before, because I have other units that like this and this. Maybe this. Yeah, it's skill GP2, or Blast 2, Soul Blast 2, choose 3 for your guards and retire it. At the end of the battle, that this unit attack the Vanguard and pay the cost. If you do, retire all regards of all fighters. So, this is like a field wipe. You might think that's good, but the cost is a bit expensive. Yeah. 1, Destruction Tyrant, Grado Giant. First, that's Engorge. Second, when it becomes Engorge, it gets plus 5,000 for each unit retired during this turn to the effect of this unit's Engorge ability. So, retire 5 plus 15. retire 5 plus 25, so it's about like 40. It's already 40. And then plus the 11k from your Gaia Vanguard, and that's like, I don't know, 51. So, if number of units retired during this turn due to effect of this unit's incorrigibility is 3 or more, you may draw a card. You can substitute this with Sea Breeze. It's just I'm using Sea Breeze for my lower deck now, so I'm just using this for now. Yeah. Sea Breeze is a must run in this deck, just because this is GB deck and for those greater gaming stuff. Yeah. Next is Barrage Giant Cannon Bullish Primer. It's the FCG card. Its skill is choose the face down 3 Guardian from your G zone and then face up. When it's placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, it gets plus 5,000 for each of your open circles. So you have no rear guards, it gets plus 25. It's really good. 1. Demorpholam. I don't know what to read this. Its skill is continuous. If the number of rear guards is less or equal to the number of your opponent's rear guards, it gets plus 5,000. So it's the FCG guard, the FC 2016. Yeah. It's okay to use 2, but I just want to use 1. Next is 1 Dismal. This is just to protect your tank mammoth. Its skill is first off, it has resist, so it can't be retired by Tachikaze. And second, when it's placed on Guardian Circle, choose one for your guards until end of battle. That unit cannot be hit and cannot be chosen by the effects of your opponent's cards. Next, we're gonna use 2 Blockade Ganga. You can just change 1 for this, but I wanna use 2. Because, 10k is always good. Choose one for your guard retired. When it's placed in Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, it gets plus 10,000 until end of battle. Choose up to 2 of your rear guards until end of turn, and get, when it's retired, return this card to your hand. So, for example, I choose 2 grade 2s, right? And I intercepted them. They still go back to my hand, even though I intercepted them because of this. Yeah. So that's it for my deck profile, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.